Good morning students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe. So class 7, today we are going to start your new topic. So data types in Python to program number 5. So let's start this topic class 7. So class 7, so today we are going to start this new topic data types in Python, and last we already completed about of Python and variables till last we completed this topic. So let's start this today's topic data type in Python. So there are many data types in different high level programming languages. The basic data type are described in the following table. First data type name int int integer. It's called integer, and its purpose it is used to store a positive or negative both integer a whole number without decimal of unlimited length. And for example related x equal 9, y minus 65, a 432, etc. Then second data type name is a float. It's a floating point number, and it is used to store a floating point number, a number with an integer and a fractional part separated by a decimal point. Then examples are students A 76.50, B minus 34.76 plus 253.07, cost equal 15.75. So it's a related for this example of floating value. Next student data type name str means string value. So it purpose is string value. It is used to store text strings. The assigned string should be enclosed within single quote or double quotes. A multi-line string should be enclosed within 3 single quotes. Okay. So examples are STU, student name, Imran, school, TPS, command. Imran is punctual, he comes to school on time every day. So it is used in this example string value. Okay. Now alphabetical value. Next, do you know students the int integer data type is of 3 types: int, long integer, and boolean. The boolean data type contain 2 values 0 and 1 that represent false and true value, logical values respectively. Then student the type function. So the Python allow us to know what data type is assigned to a variable. So type function is used to know the data type of a variable. The syntax to use this function is as follows. Syntax typ type variable name. Follow these steps to know the data type of a value assigned to a variables. So open first of all Python program. Open the Python shell window. Create a variable x and assign a value 100 to it and press the enter key. Then enter type x in the next line and press the enter key. The data type of variable will be displayed as class int. Then students similarly create another variables and assign them floating numbers in text strings. Next, finally, student now use the type function to display their data types. Okay, so you can put this create any type of variables. Okay, so this is your type function in your Python language. Now come on a next print function. In Python the print function is used to display the value stored in a variable or the output of a command statement. The syntax of the print function is as follows. So student follow this syntax print variable name. Let us create some simple program to understand the use of the print function. Okay. The first program number first, creating 2 int variables and printing their values. So open a new file in the IDLE editor window and type a program in it as shown below. After save this program, the file menu save option, and run the program by clicking on run menu, run module option by pressing the F5 key. So your program is a student. Let's see this program. A equal 10, B 20, print A and print B. So let's see this output. Output is a 10 and 20. Just print this value. Okay, 2 numbers. Next, using comma feature. So we can use this comma symbol as a separator to print with the values of more than one variable with a single print statement. The general syntax is as follows. Syntax, it's a print variable 1, variable 2, variable 3 and so on. Okay. Next, program number 2, using comma to print the values of 3 variables. Next, type a program as shown below in a new program file. Press Ctrl plus S to save the program and press F5 key to run it. So let's see this student program A equal 10, B 20, C 30. So print ABC value, and in this between put this comma. Okay, so you will see this output is 10, 20, 30. So it is a comma symbol used in this program. Okay, next student, program number 3, using tab character /t with the print statement. So first of all, insert the tab characters /t with the print statement as shown below in the previous program file, same as it is. Now see this program is put this A equal 10, B 20, C 30. Okay, and print A comma /t, B /t and C. So you can see after you will save this program with the help of Ctrl+S, and after run this program using F5 key. So what's the output? Output is a 10, 20, 30. Okay, so we used in this program to a /t. It means to use in this character to spacing. Okay, tab spacing. Then new line character /n. We use new line. The new line character /n is used to display the next value in a new line on the output screen. The general syntax is as follows, students. First of all, syntax: print variable 1 /n, variable 2 /n, variable 3, and so on. Okay, so let's see this program. Program number 4, using new line character /n with the print statement. Program is a delete tab character /t and insert new line character /n in the previous program file. Okay, so program is student A 10, B 20, C 30, and the print value A /n, B /n, C. Okay, after save this program with the help of F5 key, let's see this program. Output is your 10, 20, 30. Okay, so in this showing this program output to a new line spacing. Okay, now student printing a message. We can print the output with a message that we like, so we need to enclose the message within the single quote and double quote. So the general instruction is as follows, student syntax: print text message variable name. So program number 5, finding the sum of two values and printing the value output with a message. Okay, so first of all, type a program as shown below in a new program file as a, so program is A equal 250, B 350, C V equal A plus B. Okay, so print the sum of A and B is a C value. After you will save this program and run with the help of a F5 key. Or let's see this output. So output is your, the sum of A and B is 600. Okay, so student, your output is the sum of A and B is a 600. So student, your today's homework is you will do practice all this program. Okay, and just go through and revise this previous topic. Okay, class 7th.